Shalom, first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to all you Icon that's pushing this truth and true with sincerity. I'm going to start off in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And we're standing upon our watch on the watchtower, warning our people of the times that we're in. And I want to go to this precept. I still want to go to that, but I want to go to this precept in Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, because we have a job to do and warn the times that's coming. Like I said in my last video, hey, the World Cup's over. You know, hey, the Lord's going to amp up more judgments in the earth. All right. He's going to push out the mark of the beast. Well, this is the topic on the mark of the beast. All right. This is that digital O. All right. That they're going to put in to the majority of the people. Why do you think they got all these AI data centers out here? Okay. Why do you think Palantir is out here? Why do you think they have facial recognition and surveillance everywhere? Because we're in that time where this man wants to try to perform a dystopia. So this is Ezekiel 33 verses 1. And again the word of the Lord. The Lord's name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. It's 2026. And these Hebrew Israelite camps saying we don't know the name, or they'll just say all praises, all praises. All praises to who? The God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You even have Israelites that deny the Lord. Yahweh Shai. You have Israelites that say our God is a nigga God. All right, those guys that wear all black. You know what I'm talking about. The ISUPK. So it says, Son of man. Let me read from the top. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people. Who? The Israelites. All right, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and those who are scattered. And say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Spiritually, that's what we're doing. All right? We're blowing that trumpet. And usually when you blow a trumpet, it's a sign of war. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. And a lot of these guys out here that say that they're Israelites, they got a lot of blood on their hands because they're not even warning the people. Alright, so I'm going to get into this video. I was watching the brother Saints of Jersey. He had a clip concerning this camp, Believers of the Way. Alright, this is fair use. Fair use. I'm just using this for teaching. And I'm not throwing any ad hominem attacks. But these guys are still hell-bent. You see the title. Okay? So I'm going to play a little bit of this. Fair use once again. Let me just start from the top. Because it's probably going to be like 2 minutes. We're going to get straight to the point. And these guys are not watchmen. That other camp, Watchmen for Israel, they're not watching anything either because they deny Revelation 13 and 16 for what it is. Okay? You don't have to do a almost 2-hour video about your unbelief. So let me play this.
You can give me a cup with some ice. Alright, shalom everybody. All praises to the Most High. All praises. We back with another one. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sabbath today. I thank the Most High for allowing us to be here. Shalom everybody that's in-house. All praises, all praises. So we got a couple people already loading in. Um, we got a good one today. We got a good one today. So I hope everybody's ready, and everybody is having a good restful Saturday. All right. So yeah, all praises. So without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Right now, this is an important class. We've done classes on this in the past. Let me just start off by giving a disclaimer. First disclaimer. Respectfully, we don't care what no other Israelite group or camp teaches.
Because he knows we're going to do videos on this. All right?
Okay? Respectfully. Second, there's no Israelite camp that has a monopoly on what the BOW is going to teach. That's the second. Okay? So, we don't care about the doctrine of any other camp. Whatever doctrine you choose to agree with and hold to, you take to that doctrine. You hold to it. That's on us. And we're gonna teach what the Spirit of the Most High has shown us. And if your spirit doesn't bear witness, then that's fine. Go to where your spirit bears witness. But no camp has monopoly on what BOW is going to teach. That's the first thing.
Nobody is saying the teacher is going to teach. Because somebody got to be the blind leaders of the blind, man. All right?
We do not believe that the mark of the beast is a chip. And I think we've been not teaching that for years. Okay? I've been a skeptic, even when I was a Christian, and the church was trying to push that the mark of the beast is a chip. I believe, and I'm going to be very blunt when I say this, I believe that the chip is a smokescreen. I believe that the chip is a smokescreen because the chip doesn't focus on your behaviors and your attitudes and your attributes of righteousness. The chip focus on, don't take it. Don't take it. The chip doesn't focus on what's in here. The chip focuses on, as long as I don't take it. And to me, that's problematic. Because throughout the scriptures, as we're going to see, this book throughout has been, thank you, sis. This book, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Throughout, this book has been a book of spiritual understanding. Con?
So I'm going to stop right there. Let's get this precept. Let me continue with this Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2 and 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet from the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will come, it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that's concerning the mark of the beast. It's coming. It's damn near here. Okay? So I'm going to get this one in Matthew. This is Matthew 13 and verses 9. And it reads, who have ears to hear, let them hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So it's not given to these guys, man. All right? I don't have to throw any ad hominem attacks. They just simply, they don't have it. All right? And this is what happens when you want to be a Johnny Upstart and do your thing. And then when the truth is actually taught, nah, I don't believe them cats over there at GMS. Because basically every camp has something to say. They'll be sending subliminal sneak these messages. When we're the only ones that's going to get up here and tell you what it is and counteract these so-called teachings with the truth. All right, because yeah, we do have 100% truth according to the Bible. All right. And these guys, you can just tell these guys they don't have any faith, man. All right? They don't have the mysteries. Let's get that definition of mysteries. in Matthew 13.
Strong's G 3466. Mustadion. Mustadion.
Mysterion. It says hidden thing, secret, a mystery. So even for these other Israelite camps, yeah, it's a mystery. All right, nah, I can't be that. It's June, ain't no microchips, and every other camp wants to say it. That it's not coming. He said it's a smokescreen for what? What is it a smokescreen for? When you actually look at these articles, I actually have one about this right here. This is what they want to do. All right, the kings of the earth. All right, the ones who are running the earth right now want complete control. How is that? How was the mark of the beast a smokescreen? All right, they're just coming up with words that think they sound smart. All right, you just give a plain answer. The scriptures say be ready to give an answer. What is the mark of the beast? The RFID microchip, the very chip, the NFC chip, the digital O. All right, you don't have to do a 2-hour lesson on your unbelief. Generally, mysteries, religious secrets confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals. A hidden or secret thing not obvious to the understanding. A hidden purpose or counsel, secret will of the Most High. The secret counsels which govern the Most High in dealing with the righteous, which are hidden from ungodly and wicked men, but plain to the godly. Okay? So it's plain to us what the mark of the beast is. So let me get an article, because what you see here are these events gradually leading up to the mark of the beast. Paralyzed man feels sensation again with brain stimulation device. This is from the scientists. A brain-computer interface paired with electrical stimulation patches help a paralyzed man regain hand strength, dexterity, and a sense of touch. And this is the man right here, Keith Thomas, who lives with paralysis, can now feel touch due to a double neural bypass brain-computer interface. All right, this is the man right here. A neuroprosthetic system has allowed a man with paralysis to grasp and lift objects and feel touch again. The device helped 42-year-old Keith Thomas of Massapequa, New York, who was paralyzed from the chest down after a diving accident in 2020. After the accident, he couldn't lift his hands to his face and had no sensation in his hands or wrists. But the innovation called a double neural bypass system improved his movement. In a study published in Natural Medicine, researchers found that some of Thomas's improvements lasted for months after the system was turned off, raising hopes the device could help paralyzed patients in the long term. There are roughly 15 million people worldwide living with spinal cord injury, and this patient group often ranks restoration of hand movement as a priority above bowel and sexual function and ability to walk. The research holds promise for millions of patients, opening up for potential for future research and practical clinical applications that could help hundreds of thousands of people living with paralysis, said Chad Bouton, a bioelectric medicine researcher at Northfield Health and the co-author of the study, in a statement. The double neural bypass system uses a brain-computer interface. This consists of 5 microelectrode arrays which can read brain activity and deliver electrical stimulation implanted into Thomas's brain. All right, he basically has a brain chip. Okay. Now I got a definition of a brain-computer interface. Look at it. That's a brain chip, man. And this guy said, "No, that's a smoke screen." What were they doing in 2020? All right, in Sweden, they didn't have any restrictions as far as that so-called pestilence that happened that shut the world down in 2020. Because they had the mark of the beast over there. with what's that one Edomite's name? Joel Osterlund. All right, over there in Sweden. A brain-computer interface, sometimes called a brain-machine interface (BMI), is a direct communication link between the brain's electrical activity and an external device, most commonly a computer or robotic limb. BCIs are often directed at researching, mapping, assisting, augmenting, or repairing human cognitive or sensory motor functions. Due to the cortical plasticity of the brain, signals from implanted prosthesis can, after adaptation, be handled by the brain like natural sensor or effector channels. This man is trying to be like the Most High. Okay? Let's get this precept. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians. Starting from the top. 2 Thessalonians 2:1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as at the day of Yahushua is at hand. And these guys, it's always something that's synonymous with these groups. They always call on Christ, all right, and they don't believe that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Those are red flags for you brothers and sisters that's waking up, because there's gonna be more of you Jays waking up. But you got to get this 100% doctrine. You got to study to show yourself approved. You got to look up things for your own self, and like Apostle Bar says, look it up for yourself, and you got to be fully persuaded. Let no man deceive you by any means. Yeah, right. Don't let no man deceive you when it comes, all right, to these scriptures, man. For the days shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The man of sin is Esau Edom, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. Okay, he's the one in his counsels, all right, behind closed doors. He wants to basically, like I said, bring a dystopia, okay, where everybody is basically just locked up, all right, everybody's chipped up, all right. This is the man of sin that we're talking about, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as a God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. In the NLT it says he will exalt himself and defy everything that people call God and every object of worship. He will even sit in the temple of God, claiming that he himself is a God. And that's what this man is trying to do by pushing the mark of the beast. He wants to say, I control your soul. Okay? So these other Israelite camps, they want to go precept upon precept for their unbelief. All right? They just don't have faith when it really comes down to it. So you really don't have to, get into these attacks, man, because these guys don't have any faith, man, and they don't have any understanding. Scriptures talk about Hebrews 5 again, that won't teach you again. And these guys need to be taught again. I don't see how you guys are even leading these people, but like the scriptures say, the blind leadeth the blind. So back to the BCI. It says they are often conceptualized as a human-machine interface that skips the intermediary or of moving body parts. BCI implementations range from non-invasive and partially invasive to invasive based on how physically close electrodes are to brain tissue. Research on BCIs began in the 1970s by Jacques Vidal at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, under a grant from the National Science Foundation. This was followed by a contract from the Defense of Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, that promoted further research into the technology. So this has been happening. The the gradual stages that have happened, all right, even before some of us were even born. Vidal's 1973 paper introduced the expression brain-computer interface into scientific literature. Following years of animal experimentation, the first neuroprosthetic devices were implanted in humans in the 1990s. So this is all gradually leading up to the mark of the beast. All right. So let me get a precept in Revelation that I had. Revelation 13. The same chapter where it talks about the mark of the beast. Revelation 13. Revelation 13 and 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. In the NLT it says he did astounding miracles, even making the fire flash down to earth from the sky while everyone was watching, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by his sword and did live. Alright, so this man has the ability to perform miracles on the left hand side, and his brain computer interface, alright, is nothing it's nothing different from what he's trying to do. And people are gonna be astounded by this. Alright, they're not Mano Ginobili, but they're gonna see this. It said in the article that 15 million people worldwide, alright, had paralysis, if I'm not mistaken. No, they had spinal cord injury, excuse me. 15 million people. So when people see this, they're going to be jumping in line and signing up, man. Alright? This man wants to be like the Most High, and these other Israelite groups can't add these precepts together. Alright? Like I said, doing 2-hour lessons on unbelief. And we know what the scriptures say concerning unbelief. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 15. And meanwhile, you got the situation with the Strait of Hormuz going on 6 months. All right. You got the situation with the Strait by the Red Sea. All right. That the Houthis want to shut down. All right. So all these events are having wars and rumors of wars, economic problems. You know, you got to add 2 plus 2 together with everything that's going on. All right, this is the same. This man is causing people to have so-called diarrhea from eating this iceberg lettuce, man. Because this man, you know, when you really do the research, man, he's putting human feces on this produce out here, man. So how much more him trying to put a radio frequency identification device into you, man? This man's the devil. This is what we're talking about. It's a smoke screen. No, the devil knows that he has a short period of time to get off his so-called you-know-what, okay? And he's trying to CHIP everybody. That's why you see things moving fast as well. 2nd Ezra 15 and 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Let's look up incredulity. Let's look up a definition. Now all of a sudden the computer want to go out. If not, I can just read it. Alright, let me just get my phone. Alright, I'm just gonna close it all now. But you're gonna start to see more and more of this brain computer interface. Alright, you're gonna start to see more draconian legislation. You not see what they're doing up here in Canada with the C9 bill? That's what I'm saying. These other Israelite camps, they're not warning anybody of anything. The pestilence, the war, the evil, it's just how they feel. Basically, what that God said is This is how I feel. Forget what the true teachers, starting with the apostles and elders, got to say through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. Because at this guy, he didn't even say the name of the Lord. He just said all praises, all praises. All praises to who? Okay? And all of a sudden, we'll do this lesson and the internet go out. But anyways, let's just get this word incredulity and close it on out. And if you want to follow these guys, that's on you. You guys want to follow these guys' incredulity and lack of studying and lack of faith, then go ahead. So let's get this definition and close it on out. And best believe people with all types of medical problems, they're gonna be like, oh, we can, with Esau, we can we can heal the blind and heal the deaf. Just take this. Oh, you got high blood pressure, we can monitor it with this device. Alright, problem, reaction, solution with Esau. Alright. So let's get one more definition. Let's get this definition and close it on out. But it's just really in your face. Incredulity definition. Incredulity is the state of being unwilling or unable to believe something. These guys have a serious case of incredulity. Okay, another thing, we keep telling you about this long hair with these jakes, man. This is really effeminate. Alright, and then this broadcast was 3 days ago, but it's Saturday, right? These guys still believe that Friday night to Saturday night is a Sabbath. Now sometimes according to the moon cycle, alright, according to the new moons, which the new moon is not the full moon, you will get the Sabbath on a Saturday. I believe earlier this summer there was a Sabbath on a Friday night to Saturday night, alright, starting into the beginning of so-called summer. But there's a lot of things, this is just for you men, women, and children waking up to the fact that you're Hebrew Israelites. They're calling on Christ. We don't know what the mark of the beast is. We don't know what the name is. You got guys in the congregation with long hair. There's all types of red flags, man. Alright. It says incredulity. It is a noun that describes the feeling of shock, disbelief, or profound skepticism when faced with something that seems impossible or highly surprising. And that's the definition of how these guys feel about the mark of the beast, man. They're just completely shocked in disbelief. Alright? It says a profound skepticism when faced with something that seems impossible or highly surprising. Okay? Let's get this one. Incredulity, the quality or state of being incredulous, inability or unwillingness to believe. So I'm gonna end it off on that. And to the next time, I want to say Shalom.